My sister saw something on the first night. She made me swear not to tell anyone. I'm breaking that promise right now. Last night my mom told me something she'd kept buried for years. A story from when I was just a kid. I thought I'd share it, because I haven't been able to sleep since. Back when I was in elementary school, we had to move out of our home. I don't remember exactly why. What I do remember is crying. I didn't want to leave my friends behind. A family we knew offered us a temporary place to stay while my parents searched for something permanent. They were upfront with us. They said the house was old, worn out, but livable. The moment we arrived, something felt wrong. I got goosebumps the second I stepped out of the car. And my youngest sibling, she refused to go inside. She just stood at the door crying, wouldn't move. At the time, we brushed it off. Kids get scared of old places, right? The house had 2 rooms and an attic. I used to go up there and dig through old things, dusty makeup, old documents, forgotten belongings of whoever lived there before. I didn't think much of it then. The first night, my sister couldn't sleep. She kept tossing and turning, shifting to the far edge of the bed. The next morning, she pulled me close and made me promise, not to tell our mom. She said she saw a little girl, sitting on top of the closet, just staring at us, not moving, not blinking, just watching. I told her she was lying, that she was just trying to scare me. We fought about it, but after that, neither one of us ever slept on that side of the bed again. A lot of strange things happened during those weeks, but this next part is what I can't stop thinking about. My dad is a painter. At the time, he was out of town for a few days, so it was just my mom and us kids. One night, my mom had a nightmare. In the dream, she was in the living room. A man was sitting there. Beside him, a little girl, both of them just staring at her, mouths moving, saying something she couldn't understand. Then she felt hands grab her shoulders from behind. It was my dad. In the dream, he was there, shaking her, telling her to wake up. He said my sister had a fever. He said it was 3 in the morning, and he said there were 2 men outside, trying to break in. She grabbed her phone, checked the time. 3 a.m. Exactly. She reached over to my sister, burning up, a fever, just like in the dream. My mom ran to the living room and flipped on the outside lights. And then, a loud thud on the door, followed by footsteps, running away into the dark. I asked her if she was just trying to scare me. She looked at me and said, "No, that really happened." And then she told me one more thing, something I never knew. The family that owned that house, they used to run a funeral home business out of it. My sister even laughed, nervous laughter, and said the old makeup we used to play with in the attic was probably used on the bodies. Yeah, I barely slept after she told me that, and honestly, I don't think I will for a while. I'm a teenager, and I live with my grandparents, on my mom's side. Their house is old, really old. It's probably been standing there since the 1960s, maybe even the 70s. A lot of people have lived here over the years. Relatives, friends, nannies, people coming and going. And according to my grandma, a lot of people have died here too. There's one room in particular, a room my mom used to sleep in when she was younger. My grandma once told me someone died in there years ago. When it was still my mom's room, she'd spend hours studying late at night. But sometimes, she'd suddenly feel this heavy pressure on her back, like someone was sitting on her or riding on her shoulders. She said she couldn't move, couldn't stand up. And sometimes, she'd feel like someone was watching her from the corner of the room, just staring. Eventually, my mom stopped sleeping there completely. For years, that room wasn't used as a bedroom anymore. It became a storage room. Nobody wanted to stay in there. But that wasn't the only strange thing in this house. Sometimes, someone would call my grandma's name from downstairs. She'd hear it clearly, like a friend or a relative asking for help. She'd go downstairs, unlock the door, open it, and no one would be there. She told me it happened multiple times. I never believed her. I thought she was trying to scare me, or maybe she was just being paranoid. Until one night. I was downstairs, lying on this long wooden chair after binge-watching movies. It was around 4 a.m. The whole house was silent. And then, I heard someone call my nickname, clear as day. It sounded so real. I immediately thought it was my grandpa, and my mind went straight to the worst possible thing. I thought, what if he's dying? What if something happened? Or worse, what if I'm about to walk in on something horrible? I ran to his room, opened the door, and there he was, sleeping peacefully. No movement, no sound. I froze. Then I thought, what if it was my grandma? So I ran upstairs, burst into her room and shouted, "Are you okay? Did something happen?" She woke up confused and scared. She told me everything was fine. Nothing happened. That's when it hit me. What my grandma had been telling me all these years was true. Ever since that night, whenever I'm downstairs late at night, watching TV or cooking alone past midnight, I feel it, like someone's watching me. I'll stare at the stairs for minutes sometimes, waiting, listening, expecting something to move. I'm not really scared for myself. What scares me is that something might happen to my grandparents. But honestly, we've gotten used to it. We don't really talk about it anymore. We just live with it. And whatever's in this house lives here with us. And sometimes it still calls our names.